Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the December edition of the Town of Kent Zoning Board of Appeals. Before we begin, I'd like you to all rise and join me in pledging allegiance to the flag of our country. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And I'd also, before we begin the agenda, would like to welcome our newest regular member, Vivian Gerardo, to the board. Vivian, looking forward to working with you. First item up on the agenda this evening is that of Marcin Sachaki. Did I pronounce it right? Hopefully, come on up. Sign in on the sheet there, sir. Okay, so tell us why you're here this evening.
So I want to build the two sheds. I'm sorry, I'm not good, very well to speak English. So, and my property is too small to keep it the right distance between the back, the sides, and I have a lot of equipment to keep it. And the old, the shed is very small. And I called the town and asked if I can build something, little bigger, and maybe two pieces.
Okay. Do you have green cards for us? You have receipts for us?
Yes.
Bring them up, please. By the way, any other applicants, if you have these receipts from the post office, when I call you up, just be sure to turn them over to us. Thank you. Okay, so as you know, we were out to the property, took a look at everything, and speaking for me personally, I really don't see any difficulty or any issues. I was more concerned about the setback, and my curiosity was met, so I'm okay with it. I'll open it up to any other board member for commentary.
So the blue tarp at the left side of the property, the new structure will be about the same footprint, about the same size as that blue tarp?
I think the blue one is, right now it's all blue because it's, all tarp is broken. But the old one, this one I add when we do it, remodeling the house. So we keep it some stuff, because our house is like very small, and we add two-car garage, and I put it the two extra the sheds to keep the stuff away from the home when we starting build. Mm-hmm. And right now is I think 20 by 10, and another one is probably the same.
Mm-hmm.
But one on the front, I have to take it out anyway, and build, on the back of the house.
The one that has that goes down below ground level?
Yes, exactly. So this foundation is almost ready when I starting to, level the ground. So this one, I don't know exactly when I do with this, what I have to do, but right now I know, so that's why the foundation is there.
Okay. All right.
Okay, do I have anyone else?
I actually do have another question. So
Yes.
first of all, please extend my thanks again for your wife coming out. I think we caught her by surprise. And I know she said one of the girls was sick, so I hope she's doing better. But I do have a question about the larger shed that you're building. Can you tell me approximately what the height is going to be, the maximum peak height on it?
I plan to just 6 feet high, the flat, and I don't know, the roof may be another 4 feet.
Okay.
So just I can easy, walk in, and just a small roof.
Okay.
So let it keep it the snow away.
And
I plan to do it flat, so it's, not too visible a lot.
Sure.
But it's not look nice. So I have to do with some little pitch, like minimum like 4 feet high.
Sure.
So we're going like, from the ground, I think we're going like 10 feet high.
Okay. Thank you. And both those units are going to be just for storage, right? There is no
Yes,
living
just-
quarters, that's it?
Yes, just the storage,
Terrific.
just storage, yes.
Thank you very much, appreciate it.
And then just to clarify, they're both going to be 8 feet back from the property line?
I'm not sure exactly what is my property line, but when I measure,
I believe it was 8 feet.
Okay. 'Cause
when I
the-
measure, I think it's 8, maybe 6, but because I don't know what is the exactly, because we have so many bushes over there.
Right.
So I don't see any sticks. When we buy the house, I don't see any sticks either, because we have so many bushes over there. I'm ripping a lot, cleaning, and I don't see any sticks over there. So if there's any trees between my neighbors, if this is the property line, so probably I'm around 8 feet
Okay.
from the.
So then I think this says the request is for an 8-foot variance. I think it's a 12-foot variance you really need, because 20 feet is the requirement.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, so if you're going to be 8
8
feet
feet,
back,
yes.
it's a 12-foot variance. So just
If
to-
somebody can, so I have to bring somebody for the, find the line, the property?
No, well, I don't know. If anybody else thinks so, I'm not sure.
It should be on your survey for your property. You need to find the pins where your property line is, so that when you set the shed up, we know exactly where it's going to be.
Yeah. Okay.
So it'd be a 12-foot variance, that was what we're talking about. Okay.
Anyone else?
But Gordon, I would think that we should insist on a 12-foot variance as opposed to an 8-foot variance. So once he finds the property line, you should use that as a measure, don't you think? I mean, just for future people, if he ever sells the house.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Oh, can I, on the survey map, what I see it, the property line is around like 100 feet. So this is just from the door, from the road.
Your
If I
property
measure
line
for
may not
myself,
come from the road.
It's not
You
from
need
the
to
road.
locate the pins in the front of your property, and if it's 100 foot back, then you need to go from that mark 100 foot. You can't use the road as a property line, because sometimes they are, in most cases they're not. So you need to find the pins,
Okay,
okay?
yes.
And I think that would help everyone if you know.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
future reference. I think.
Yeah. Is anyone here wishing to comment on this application? Anyone want to comment on the application? Okay. Anyone else? Do I have a motion to approve?
Yes, a motion.
You making a
I
motion?
make a motion to approve.
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, Mr. Sachaki, you can follow up with the building department.
Okay, great. Thank you
Okay,
very much.
thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm going to so note that it, 4-foot
A
variance.
12-foot variance, so it can be 8 feet from the property line.
And owner must locate boundary stake.
Yeah.
He wants to say something again.
I'm sorry?
He wants to say something.
You can come back up, sir.
Sorry, one more question. I have to stay or can I go?
No, you're good. You're
Okay,
good. You
great.
can leave.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next item up on the agenda is that of Holly Ann Woolard, 22 Roslyn Road. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Why don't you tell us why you're here this evening?
Okay, I'm looking to purchase and install a 12 by 24 oval shape above-ground pool in the upcoming near future, and I'm requesting a variance for a 7-foot rear, which is on the northern side of the property, and a 10-foot right side northeastern. The property kind of has a curvature to it.
Make sure I have the right one. Okay, great. Well, as you know, we were out to take a look at it, and I know,
That's the one I just asked for, where is the septic?
yeah.
Because I see the well here, but I don't see where your septic is located.
So the septic is actually on the upper left-hand side of the property, like off to the side of where the deck is.
Where is the shed?
The shed in the opposite corner.
So looking at your fence from your house, okay? Looking at your fence, it's on the left-hand side.
I'm sorry, the septic or the request for the
septic.
pool? The septic is on the right-hand side.
Right-hand
Yeah,
side.
sorry about that.
Yeah. Okay. I'll open it up to any of the board members for comment. My only concern was the patio that you had built there, and I've discussed it with Bill, and it is compliant. Your pool, the pool that you're installing is going to be at least 3 feet high. So, you know, we're not talking about any type of shenanigans be possible. You know,
Yes.
So safety is a primary concern.
Okay, yes.
So with that in mind, I have no further question or comment. I'll open it up to the board.
No comment here?
No?
Yeah, no.
Anyone here wishing to comment on this application? Anyone here wishing to comment on the application? Okay, do I have a motion to approve?
I will go ahead and make that motion.
Do I have a second?
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. You can follow up with the building department.
Okay, thank you all for your time.
Good luck, enjoy.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Okay, now we're going to get into some of our holdovers. First one is Gina Marin Marrero. How are you, Mr. Marrero? Come on up. Good evening.
Good evening.
I got some receipts for you.
Ah, okay. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Marrero, as you are aware, this required us to refer this to the county planning board.
Yes.
Under section 239M of general municipal law. And we did receive their response, and they have approved it as submitted.
Okay.
Before I'll ask for a motion, I'm going to open it up to any board member for commentary or any further questions. Nope. Okay, anyone here wishing to comment on this application? Anyone here wishing to comment on the application? Okay, do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
You can follow up with the building department. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Next one up is Jonathan Willens and Julia Beardwood.
Good evening, all.
Good evening.
James Hartford, River Architects, representing the clients. I've got the drawings that I presented last time if you have any questions or if you'd like to see them again, but I think you're really just waiting for the decision regarding the 239.
Great, yes, and we did receive that response from the county, and they have approved it as submitted.
Great.
I'll open it up to any board member with any additional comments or questions.
Do you have to sign in? Doesn't he have to
I'll do
sign?
that.
Yes, thank you.
I'll do that right now.
Anyone have any questions or comments?
No.
Okay, anyone here wishing to comment on its application? Anyone present wishing to comment on its application?
Yeah, again, I
Okay.
I just want to clarify what we're doing, though. I think there are really two variances that are needed. The agenda just has one, which is for the road frontage. But I think you also need a variance for the lot size.
Right, yeah.
So it'd be a 58,650-foot variance on the lot size, because
Yeah.
the lot is only 21,350 instead of 80,000, which is required.
Yeah.
I just want to make clear that, we're really giving two variances. We're considering two variances, not just one.
Yeah, I think that's an important distinction, thank you. And thanks for doing my math for me.
I didn't do it just now. I did it in advance.
Thanks for keeping us honest.
I just want to make sure if we approve it, it's, everything.
Yeah, okay, do I have a motion? So I have a motion to approve?
Yes.
Second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, you can follow up.
Great,
with
thank
the
you very
building
much.
department. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Good luck, yeah.
Thank you, you too.
All right, next item is that of David Beresford, 31 Anton Drive.
Good evening.
Hi.
Jason Snyder with Beatty and Watson, representing the applicant David Beresford. We have here a vacant lot on Kent Lake Ave, where we need, are proposing to construct a single-family residence. And there are 3 variances required: minimum lot area, minimum road frontage, and minimum lot width, which we're requesting tonight. We had the public hearing last month, and I believe we were just waiting for the 239M referral, so.
Correct.
we
And
got that.
we did receive the 239 response, and they responded as, it is a matter for local consideration. So it's any other board member have any commentary or questions regarding this application?
Yeah, I mean, just commentary. First, Mr. Snyder, thank you for clarifying that quotation.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And I think that just kind of highlights what the issue is, which is really, that this was compliant when the subdivision was created, many years ago.
Right.
But with the change in the zoning code, you need the variances, which is why you're here tonight.
Correct.
And, our job basically, I think, is to weigh the advantage to you in giving the variance as compared to a detriment to the neighborhood if it's given. And there are 5 factors that we consider, but, basically it's that balancing act. So, my thinking is, I'm in favor of giving the variance because I think that although it's a 2-acre area, or it's zoned for 2-acre lots, if you look at the immediate neighborhood, not the big picture, but the immediate neighborhood, I mean, it's compliant with the size of the other lots in the neighborhood. So it seems to me, the advantage to you in giving it is pretty clear. To deny it means it's, a worthless piece of property. And I don't think like it's really detrimental to the neighborhood because it really is the same size as the other lots in the neighborhood. So that's kind of my thinking. I don't know how the other members of the board feel, but that's kind of my thinking as to, why I would be in favor.
Thank you for that.
Any other comments?
No, I was just gonna say, I concur with you, Andy, completely, 100%. Looking at the topography and looking at the surrounding areas, it fits right in, and I think that's an ideal situation. I know the neighbors were concerned in the past about drainage, but I don't see anybody else in the audience, so I'm assuming their concerns have been taken care of. So I would also consider being in favor of moving forward with this. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, with respect to the drainage, obviously you've got to comply with,
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
requirements.
Yeah, Bruce is going to take care of that for us. So.
Yeah, and the blasting, I mean, people are concerned about blasting. You said there won't be any blasting. If there is, obviously
Right.
the requirements on that. So, we're just saying from the zoning perspective, we're being asked to look at
Right.
it. Obviously you've got to comply with all of the building requirements.
Right.
I may be the lone dissenter here, but I'm not in favor of approving this application as stipulated for various reasons. While it is true that at one time these properties were in compliance with the then zoning regulations, and there's a lot of properties with similar areas. At some point in time, the zoning code was amended, and as it reads now, in my opinion, this is not a buildable lot. Any other board member have any commentary?
I find Andy's, my colleague's opinion compelling. I also am concerned about the neighbors. I think it is squeezing a house into a fairly small lot, but as he pointed out, other lots surrounding it are also small. And, I'm concerned about denying value to the property, which is what it comes down to. I mean, the property becomes either useless or approved. And so I could just hope that you're considerate of your neighbors in terms of the building and complying with the laws.
Right, I mean, it's a small lot, but it's also a modestly sized house as well. It's a modestly sized house with a modestly sized septic, and so I mean, all that's, there's not a lot of development that we were proposing, and we do meet the side yard setbacks. It's not a tall house. It's not going to be obtrusive or, so I think, it's a smaller lot, but it's, the development is minimal as well, so.
And you have approvals from the Board of Health and
Correct.
From the city, water.
Correct.
So.
Anyone else with any comment? Okay, do I have excuse me.
There's nobody in the audience.
Oh, I'm
right?
sorry. I can't see behind the board. Is there anyone present like to comment on this application? Anyone present that would like to comment on this application? There being none. Okay, do I have a motion to approve this application?
I'll make the motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll have a second with a roll call vote, please.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Vera, you want to do a roll call vote?
Okay. Ms. Gerardo?
Yes.
Mr. Ulick?
Aye.
Mr. Mochio?
Nay.
Mr. Wells?
4.
Mr. Bosworth?
Aye, or yes, or something.
The motion carries.
Thank you, Vic.
Okay, you can follow up with the building department.
Thank you very much.
Have a good night.
You too.
You can follow up with the building department after you get done with the planning board.
See you soon.
supposed to be here today, isn't he?
Next item up on the agenda is Marianne Cohen and Masoud Cohen.
They're not here.
Marianne Cohen and Masoud Cohen. Marianne Cohen and Masoud Cohen. Okay, this application will be held over until January, until we can make sure that they were notified.
They were coming in for what, the 239,
239, correct.
Chairman?
And it was approved on contingent with that 230.
Yeah.
And it came in?
Yes, it did, but I would still like to have them present.
No,
Yeah.
Bill said that you can't really close it.
Right. Let's see. Just so we make sure we...
Sure, no, that makes sense.
Okay, last item on the agenda is we have minutes from November that require approval. I assume everyone had all members had the opportunity to review them.
I haven't, we just got those, didn't we?
Yeah,
So, yeah, it's
okay.
okay.
You want to hold them over till next month?
I would,
Yeah,
yes.
okay. So these minutes will be held over till next month?
We have September and October minutes, that we could approve those.
Yeah. And we still have the September and October minutes pending. Can we approve those? Has anyone had the opportunity to review them?
Yeah,
I know you made some comments.
Yeah, I had some
early
minor
on.
comments.
Right. So minutes for September and October, do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, anything else before the board before I proceed to close? Anything else before the board before I proceed to close? Anything else before the board before I proceed to close? Okay, there being none, do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Have a wonderful holiday, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We will see you in January 2025. Good night.
Okay.